Thanks, Nick. And new this morning, water samples in several schools in western Massachusetts have tested positive for elevated levels of lead.
22 News reporter Tamara Sakarzak looked through the results of those tests, and she's live in East Longmeadow with what she found.
Kate and Rich, I'm standing outside of East Longmeadow High School this morning, which is one of several schools in western Massachusetts where the water levels have already been tested. The state found elevated levels of lead in the water in at least 3 of the rooms here at the high school. Now, that does not include any water fountains, which was not the case for several other schools in western Massachusetts. The Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection started taking water samples at public schools last spring. It's part of a $2 million program that the state launched following the crisis in Flint, Michigan, where high levels of lead contaminated drinking water. So far, the DEP has tested the water at 300 of the more than 900 public schools in Massachusetts. Elevated levels of lead were found in the water in more than half of those schools. Water in Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, Amherst, Ware, and Southwick schools all tested positive for high levels of lead, but that didn't include any of the schools' drinking water. However, the DEP found 3 schools in western Massachusetts did have water fountains that tested positive for high levels of lead. Those schools include Pelham Elementary School, the Southeast Campus at Amherst Pelham Regional Schools, and the Stanley Koziol Elementary School in Ware. It's important to note some of the schools were just barely over the limit, but some readings did come back much higher. According to the DEP, 164 of the schools that tested positive for lead have already taken action to address the problem. That includes flushing pipes, shutting off the water in drinking fountains, and making long-term plumbing repairs. If you want to see how the water tested in your child's school, you can head on over to our website at wwlp.com. We're live in East Longmeadow this morning. Tamara Sakarzak, 22 News.